They'll be calling you a radical. Hi, Kevin Blanch. As you know, as soon as you take any time off, Jan can tell you on the Fukushima fight, it's so ironic. That's when everything happens. I took some time off. I've been in New York, did a lot of incredible interviews, dug in with a lot of people, and found out they're in as epic denial as the rest of us in passive environmentalist bliss. What's Fukushima, huh? What is still going? These are the smart people there. I've done interviews over the last 2 weeks. We have tons of breaking news coming out on Fukushima. And if you Utahns don't know, we've just, as an environmentalist, as a father, as a grandfather, as a person fighting for his life full of leukemia, this week is the saddest week in Utah history, which Utah is the rest of the country, which is the rest of the world. We're all downwinders. Tons of breaking news. First, I'll start out, we've got some media that is finally starting to crack in the armor. RT, I love them. There was a fish caught off the coast of Fukushima that was measured 2,500 times. Oh, so what? It's in Fukushima. Oh, what? Fish swim? Oh, I didn't know fish swam. What? They migrate like birds do in the water very swiftly all over as we eat out of the Pacific. Oh, this fish I'm eating in New York, it's from the... we're all connected. There's the one right here. 2. That's being reported by the New York Times. I think it's ironic because I did an interview with the New York Times so-called writer, reviewer, editor. Don't even get me going. 2 weeks ago, they're reporting this now, as Jan and I have reported this over and over, and Christina Nuclear, we reported over and over and over. This is a new story to them. This is new. That the NRC was told that this thing could happen, right? So they're reporting it today as the doomsday clock, you remember they moved the doomsday clock on last January 12th. They moved it to 11:55. They do very good work. My guess is they're going to be moving it again very soon. As in Utah, we've had decades, my whole life, this has been fought. As Enviro Solutions, Herbie and the Handshake, as we went off, our governor, who John Huntsman handled this guy, as he quit us, as he vetoed and blocked these neocon Kool-Aid nuts. And the people in Utah are completely oblivious to their own health. We have the worst air quality recorded on Earth in 30 years right here, and everybody says, oh, China's worse. No, China is not worst. The other major breaking news, Japan has announced they are building the world's biggest wind farm. They're going to do it. There are people, and so I get this all the time. Look at what they're doing. Oh no, China is way ahead of us. Way ahead of us. They say, oh, you know who's pushing to build the nuclear plants in Westinghouse? Hillary Clinton's last duty as Secretary of State. I'll give it to you, the link. She went to Czechoslovakia and begged the Czech government to have the nuclear plant that's already signed in contract with Russia to have Westinghouse build it. Is Westinghouse pushing in China? Just like GM's in China, just like Caterpillar, nothing's America. This service-based fairy tale that we've morphed ourselves, so we all chase in circles. Is this, are we chasing our tails? No. We're 308 million people chasing each other's tails, as the other 3 million got us by a leash, leading us around through social engineering. There is so much news. Media's finally picking up on this. Is it too late? Yeah, in a lot of ways it is too late. I did a lot of great interviews while I talked and got into the crux of what's going on in a grassroots way with the grassroots artists. I found some incredible art. There's some underground artists that are trying, very, very few. The mass art community, the literature community, there is a club that is in its own la-la-ville. There were no countries in a freaking epic denial. This is the greatest denial in world history. Here's my map. I was going to shoot this today. I was going to go down there right on I-15 because we have the dirtiest air recorded on Earth in 30 years right here today. That's what I got to come home to. Our hospitals are shipping people out all over as Herbie and his Handshake approved 30,000 tons from Italy of nuclear wastes. That's their answer. Remember, Energy Solutions. The CEO and the CFO are both under SEC investigation, probably going to be indicted. They went bankrupt, delisted. You know what it takes to get delisted? You know, they're broke, they're bankrupt, they sold it out. The sale itself is under investigation. These are the people that destroyed not even our own waste. They brought in 30,000 tons as here in Utah, huh? Well, my kid's got autism, I got asthma. It's pathetic. America's ignorance is pathetic. I made this map, Chevron. This is an old Chevron. Chevron's down there spewing. We get red alert days. They're not supposed to be spewing. Enviro News, Niles and his crew, they've been down there getting shots. There's plenty of people. We have an incinerator here, medical incinerator, that is blowing and spewing illegally. Illegal. We're filming it. We're putting up the film in here. No one else cares. They still don't care. Why, their kids got asthma. The autism school's built right there. The first charter autism school. Talk about a metaphor. Built right underneath the dirtiest place in the world. It is an epic ignorance. But anyway, Chevron, as you drive the I-15, you see the big Chevron logo on the tank. That's why I use the old Chevron. They're the biggest. I shouldn't say Utah, I should say the United States. It's happening as far as cleanup. Is it too late? Japan's doing it. They're doing it. You don't think protesting and activism makes a difference? Oh, it does. The Japanese people, they've took to the streets, massive millions. They're being hurt. For them to announce that they're building, and not, I mean, ASAP now, world's biggest wind farm. Germany's done it. Switzerland's doing it. Norway's doing it. All the G8s, all the powerhouse do it. Who will be United States? Not only are we not doing it and extorting our people, we're pushing our sick, grotesque, environmental poisoning, sickening agenda onto the rest of the world. We are the ones that are building it up in China. We're the ones forcing the issue. China's building wind farms. They're building solar farms. They're freaking advancing us so far. We are going backwards more every day. This is the worst week in Utah's history. Worst week. There's more environmental poisoning and tragedy going on right here, right now to you. You Utahns, you people, and we're all down winters. You think this is a Utah issue? They're storing that waste out there, depending on where the wind blows. It's where the water flows. It's where the wind blows. It's a New York issue. It's a United States issue. It's a global issue. They just bury it in the ground. They just cover it up. They've reported hot waste out there. What does hot waste mean? They release illegally plutonium. So Holly oil down here. Just pay another fine. They're making so much grotesque money and the fines are so weak. As President Obama, the first president I have heard since Jimmy Carter actually mentioned the environment, is he playing checkers or is he playing chess? I think he's been playing Monopoly. Well, I know he's been playing Monopoly the whole time. All of them have. Is it blue or red? It's brown with soup. And not brown with that got him elected. That's humanity born brown. No, this is the air turning ugly, gross, darkish, brownish, smogish. As our media calls it, haze. And these Mormons, they're not, no, it's haze. It's not haze. There's tons and tons of breaking news. I have a lot of content to put up. I got into the ear of a lot of powerful people in New York. I really did. I got in the ear of a lot of powerful people over the last 2 weeks. I've been sparking them, and I've learned how to play this angle as an activist, and I know where to get them on. The elites, I get right. I'm trying to draw it out to them that they're not immune and they're going to get cancer. It's going to kill them. Christianity, for they are not Christians. There's a lot happening. I'll post all the links inside this. There's a huge amount happening. That was the first time I've been able to travel. I traveled with pretty low platelets. Had some of my tests done this morning. I feel pretty good. The art community, Warhol would throw up. Polak would throw up. The art community in New York is massive and gigantic. Is it clueless? Fuck yes. I went to the clock show at the MoMA, which by the way is brilliant. I wonder if he intentionally used that orange and black. I don't think so. They're clueless. I mean, I talked to some of the most influential writers, editors, artists there are. Well, Fukushima's gone, nuclear fault, It's a club. They just sit and buy from each other. It's a joke. It's sad. It is sad. Great art, great activism, great doers, great movers. They're radicals. There's nothing radical about it. Do they have a beautiful community going among themselves? Are they so conscious? Yes, it's amazing how conscious they are. They've created an incredible community. They're, cloth diapers, everything that's right. They do everything that's right as far as their own community, but they live in their own bubble and don't realize that when Herbie dumps 300 tons of waste, and it was sent to me by Connie, she's doing all the great work by the Japanese. The Japanese have to tell us here in our own backyard, just like they had to block us from the fish coming in, the bad fish. Everybody says, oh, it's the United States. We didn't block our own back. It's still coming in here, but the cod that got blocked coming here a few months ago, that got blocked going into Manhattan restaurants, it was the Japanese fishermen's shot, because we won't save ourselves. A little plutonium's good for you. Ask Sanjay Gupta, who took the Hippocratic oath. But the media is starting to crack. CNN will never crack. Fox will never crack. They need to be sued off their ass. I mean, when they throw freaking Alex Jones on Piers Morgan, those two men, that just shows you how desperate the media they have become, because we are the media now. They're done. They're fucking over. I told that to every fucking reporter. I talked to a really influential, incredible fucking newspaper editor. Boy, did I put a bug in her fucking ear. You know, I am a fucking radical. It's the only way we can try. It's happening, but not here. It's getting much, much worse. United States, environmentally, is the third world country. Kevin Blanch, stay tuned.